Hi Ethan, Noah, and Ella. Today is Saturday, April the 17th, and I brought you out to Barnett Marine Park just to enjoy this beautiful weather. And you guys are right now playing with crabs and hermit crabs. And you guys want to come and say hi? Come here. Say hi.
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 My name is Noah.
Yeah, we know what your name is.
Hi. My name
Noah, can you move over?
Ethan. Hi. My name is Ethan.
Ella, come and say hi. Ella's too busy. And so today, as I mentioned, we're at Barnett Marine Park and we had lunch. We had fajitas. One of the things that Sandra and I love to do is we love to live an active lifestyle. And so even though sometimes we're really exhausted and tired, Ethan, Noah, and Ella, we always try to take you guys out to places. And I hope that when you guys grow older, that this will be something that you will recognize and appreciate. And hopefully you'll have lots of happy and fond memories of your childhood growing up, of spending time with mommy and daddy. And yeah, we're just really enjoying this time together that we have. So actually this might be a good time to introduce your mommy to you, Sandra. Sandra, come and say hi. Can
Hi.
you see? Come on, bye. So this is Sandra. She'll be featured more. We'll do a Q&A with her later, and she'll also share some of our struggles in marriage, but also our struggles in parenting. But that'll come later episodes. So today's episode, why don't we get started? As I mentioned, this is the 5 secrets of life that I found. Oh, are you gonna come in and say hi now? This is your time. This is my beautiful daughter Ella. How old are you right now?
5.
Are you 5 or you're turning 5? Huh?
Turning 6.
Oh, you're turning 6 this year. Okay. Thanks, sweetie. I want to start a 5-part series today. And this is something that I shared with my students, both young and old, especially while I was teaching at Sukmyung University. I would share this every semester with my students. And it's one of my students' favorite classes, they say. And I've often had graduates who have come back and said that this has really helped them. It is called Peter's 5 Secrets to Life. Basically what it is from my experiences of searching for happiness and seeking out contentment and joy, that these are the things that I've worked through in my life to try to figure out. And I put them into 5 points that I hope will help you guys, Ethan, Noah, and Ella, and for anybody else that this may help. And you really have to work through this yourself. You have to work through each of the points and consider how it impacts you and what are the practical ways that it can change your life. But I really want to encourage you to listen to each part and just take some time to process it, maybe write it in your journal and work through it and form your own thoughts. You can take it even deeper if you'd like. But I hope that it's something that you can really use to your advantage. Today, we are going to touch on part 1, point number 1 of 5, and so each episode will be a new point. Point number 1. This world is not your friend, and this world will not help you. It does not want you to be happy. Growing up, we always have these ideals about, growing up, going to school, studying, making lots of friends, getting a good job, making lots of money, buying a nice house, buying a nice car, having a family, having children, getting married. But we always have these ideals, and often these ideals are founded on the hope that this world will help us out and it will throw us favor and good luck and good fortune. As I've been living my life and throughout the years, what I've realized is not only this world, but people watch out for themselves. This world is a struggle. And if you look at it from a biblical standpoint, this is sound doctrine because this world is fallen into sin. We chose our own way instead of God's will for us. And so in doing so, we have separated ourselves from the perfect will that God had created and intended for us. And so in that light, this world will not help us or throw us any favors in our lives. In fact, often it will put up obstacles and hardships and struggles. For me, probably one of my greatest struggles happened when I was 24 years old, and my grandmother, although it wasn't sudden, she was ill, she passed away. And for 3 years of my life, from the age of 24 till about 27, it was the darkest, most difficult time of my life. And it was at that time I was angry at God, I was angry at the world, and it was just a dark period of my life. And it was during that period that I realized that this world is not my friend. This world is not going to provide anything or help me find happiness. So often we place our hopes on a good job. If I get a good job, or if I get into this university, or if I can own a nice house, if I could live in this country,
Oh my God.
if I could have children, if I could only be healthy. There are all these ifs. And a lot of these ifs depend on the circumstances and the situation of this world and our position in this world. But what I want to teach you today is this world, it does not want you to be happy. And the sooner you realize that, I think the sooner that you can prevent yourself from being disappointed and from being let down. So what is the practical lesson that you can take out of this? What is the application that you can take out of this point to help you find happiness? It is this. Therefore, do not chase after the things of this world, and especially do not let this world dictate your passions and your goals. So often we are impacted and influenced by the expectations that are around us, whether it be on Instagram or social media or media, TV, movies, magazines, for example, and you have this certain body image that has been imprinted on you. You need to obtain this sort of figure, or you need to obtain this sort of status, or this sort of position in life, or this much money in your bank account. This is the only way that you can become happy. And so many of us, we start chasing after that. Do not let this world dictate to you what your passions and goals are. When you ask millionaires if they're happy, the number one answer that they will give you is, I want more. I want to go for the 2 million now. You obtain 2 million, I want to go for the 5 million. And this is the way that the world works. It promises you that once you obtain these goals and ideas that the world impresses upon you, that you will be happy, and yet when you get there, it's a huge letdown because you have this thirst for more. They interviewed a lot of Olympians who worked their entire life to achieve a gold medal in the Olympics. And upon winning their gold medal, they interviewed them and asked them, so, is this the pinnacle of your life? You've achieved your goal. Are you happy? And many of them will say they feel empty. they're not sure how they feel. They feel like they want more. And this is the truth. Whether it be life stories of Olympians, or whether it be life stories of millionaires, or whether it be life stories of seniors who have lived a full life, when you interview them, they will all tell you that the things that this world told us was important when we were younger doesn't amount to much. Later on, when we are able to reflect back on our life, we are left with a void. And so Ethan and Noah and Ella, point number 1 today, this world is not your friend. This world is not going to go out of its way to help you to find happiness. Therefore, do not let this world dictate to you what is important and what is not, what you should be chasing after and what you should not be chasing after. That is not what will bring you happiness. Ask yourself, what is important to you in your life? What is it that, if you could flash forward to your last few days here on earth and you were to look back, what are some things that you would regret that you did not do? I have learned that my satisfaction and my contentment in life does not come from circumstances, situations, or even the timing of things, nor does it come from people, whether it's friends or family. People will come and go. Death awaits us all. So for me, what I found is that this pursuit for my own growth, every day I hope to be a better person than I was yesterday, in the smallest of ways. These days, with the coronavirus going around, I've been going through a really difficult time, even just getting out of bed. It's like I'm going through depression. And yet you set the smallest of goals for yourself. This morning I'm gonna get out of bed, even though I don't feel like it. I'm gonna cook up Eggs Benedict breakfast for you guys, even though I don't feel like it. I'm so tired and I just want to stay in, but I'm gonna bring out you guys to this beautiful park so you guys can hang out and chill. Set small goals for yourself. Find out what it is that's important to you. You know, instead of chasing after money, perhaps it's displaying perseverance and hard work. You know, in working out, perhaps instead of obtaining a certain type of body style, or a certain weight gain, or a certain muscle gain, perhaps it's just working on the discipline of working out when you don't want to daily. You know, often it's not the end goal, but it's a journey. It's the process. And so for me, this is what I try to focus on. Instead of the final numbers and the final outcome, I really want to work on my character. I want to work on my development. I want to work on my growth as a person, as a father, as a husband, as a friend, as a worker, as a son, as a brother. This is something that's important to me. The world doesn't dictate to me what I should do and what I shouldn't. When I was living in Korea, everybody told me you have to bow down and respect your elders because they're older than you. No, you don't have to do that. Even with church, when I was younger, I was always taught and told you have to go to church every Sunday and pay your tithe and serve in the church in order to be a Christian. That's the world's teaching. If you fall in love with Jesus, then naturally this urge and desire will arise in you to want to do those things, but you don't need to do them to prove yourself. You will do it because you love Jesus. That is a healthy outlook and a healthy lifestyle. Anyways, that's all I want to share with you today. love the beautiful weather out. I hope you are enjoying the day, and come back for part 2 of this series. Peace.